Nude Pickleball. Why are people playing pickleball naked? Nude Pickleball. Have you heard about this bizarre new concept in pickleball? Since its inception in the 1960s, pickleball has been a popular paddle sport that people of all ages enjoy. While players normally wear clothing when playing pickleball, there's a growing trend to people playing a sport without clothing. Naked pickleball is a real thing. You heard me right. The concept of playing pickleball without clothing may sound absurd, yet it's actually rather common. There are a number of nudist resorts in the US that offer pickleball as an activity for their visitors. Want to know more about this mind-boggling concept of nude pickleball? Well, keep on watching till the end to get all your answers. Hello and welcome to Pro Pickleball Media, your number one spot for all pickleball content. Our channel is dedicated to the fastest growing sport in the US, and we cover all fun and exciting things related to pickleball. So if you love pickleball and want to learn more about it, just take a few seconds to subscribe and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our recent videos. In today's video, we're going to talk about nude pickleball and why people are moving towards it. Now let's get right into the video. Why are people playing pickleball naked? Naked pickleball is an excellent way to relax and have a good time with friends. When people take off their clothes, they often feel a greater sense of freedom and ease. When the temperature rises, most people want to take off their jackets and sweaters so they can feel the warm air and sunshine on their skin. If you're going to be outside in the cold, you might as well be completely undressed and let your skin breathe. To avoid overheating and perspirating, it's often preferable to go shirtless in hot weather. Maintaining a steady core body temperature has been found to boost athletic performance. People enjoy going nude for a variety of reasons, one of which being the sense of oneness with nature that it provides. You can truly appreciate the sun's warmth and the sensations of the grass and sand on your skin when you strip down to your underwear. You may find a greater sense of stability and presence as a result. Additionally, many people appreciate the sense of liberation and independence that comes with being naked. Taking off all your clothing at once can be a terrific confidence and body image booster because of the sense of freedom it provides. Those who have tried playing pickleball in their underwear say it's a freeing experience, but others may find the idea weird or even frightening. One naked pickleball player stated, well, once you get over the initial, oh my gosh, I'm naked in public shock, well, it's really no big issue. Nakedness is advocated by others who also argue that clothing are an artificial barrier that prevents people from being themselves. Naturism and Nudists are especially susceptible to this. They advocate for a world where individuals don't feel confined by clothing and where everyone can be themselves. Many people, for whatever reason, find pleasure in being completely undressed. It's a normal and healthy habit. Nude pickleball is popular because it levels the playing field for all players. No one's social or economic standing can be deduced from their attire when everyone is required to wear only their birthday suit. This fair playing field can be liberating for some people. Whether you think you'd enjoy playing naked pickleball, it's crucial to do so only in locations where it's legal to do so. It's important to know that most pickleball courts do not permit nudity. Now before we move ahead, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to our channel so that we can keep bringing more informative pickleball content to you. Your little contribution means a lot for us. What is Naturism? While there isn't a single explanation for why some individuals prefer to live as naturists, many point to the liberation and calm it provides as major draws. The chance to get away from it all and reconnect with nature is appealing to some people. For some, Naturism's allure lies in the community it fosters and the emphasis it places on self-acceptance among its members. Naturalism is not a sexual movement. In the naturist community, sexual behavior is not outright banned, but it's also not the main attraction. The primary goal of Naturism is to desexualize the act of going nudist. Participating in Naturism can be done in a variety of settings. Most people's first experience with social nudity occurs close to home, whether it's sunbathing naked in the garden or going on a nude trek in the woods. Some people, after becoming used to being nude in private, decide to check out a nudist beach or a nudist resort. These establishments are perfect for those who want to try out social nudity in a friendly and safe setting. It's up to you to decide whether you want to be a solitary or social naturist. Naturalism is about valuing individuality and treating people with kindness. This has nothing to do with making anybody do something against their will. Take the plunge into naturism if you're curious. You could really find you enjoy it. What are nudist resorts? Well, naked people can go to nudist resorts and socialize with like-minded others. These kind of resorts can be found all over the world, with Europe and North America being the most common. Camping areas, RV parks, swimming pools, hot springs, restaurants, and sometimes even pickleball may be found at even the smallest nudist resorts. Activities like yoga, hiking, and volleyball are sometimes provided at resorts. Visitors to nudist resorts are expected to adhere to a code of conduct that discourages any sexual activity. It's possible to relax in nature at a nudist resort, talk to individuals who share your interests, and have fun without worrying about what to wear. Do your homework before booking a trip to a nudist resort to ensure that you end up at the perfect place for your needs. What is World Naked Day? Every year, on what is the first day of spring in the Northern Hemisphere, March 20th, and the first day of fall in the Southern Hemisphere, September 22, people all across the world celebrate World Naked Day. The goal of the day is to spread messages of body positivity and acceptance by celebrating the human race and the human form. Naked Day has been observed in a variety of formats since the early 2000s. Kevin Campbell initiated the first ever World Naked Day in 1999 and was observed for the first time in 2000. Due to its symbolic significance as a period of equilibrium and rebirth, Campbell set the date for the event on the spring equinox. World Naked Day has been commemorated in more than 80 nations since it was first recognized. Mass nude events, including as nude bike rides and nude beaches, are held in certain nations to honor the day. The day is celebrated less formally in other countries, like as Germany and the Netherlands, with people opting instead to spend time naked at home or in their gardens. World Naked Day is a day for everyone to promote body positivity and celebrate their bodies in whatever way they see fit. Nude Olympics. There's been naked competition at the Olympics since the very beginning. The first official Olympic Games was held in Olympia, Greece in 776 BC, and competitors continue to compete without clothing for decades afterwards. However, the modern Olympic Games were created in the late 19th century, and athletes began participating in more subdued garb at that time. However, into the early 20th century, naked competition was still common in various sports. For ages, athletes have been stripped down to their underwear for the Olympic Games. Athletes began participating in more subdued garb once the current Olympic Games were created in the late 19th century. Although this was the case, naked competition continued in various sports far into the early 20th century. In the 1904 Summer Olympics held in St. Louis, Missouri, in the United States, a number of athletes chose to compete without clothing. Thomas Hicks of the U.S. was in the lead in the marathon despite extreme fatigue and dehydration. To keep him going, his caretakers gave him a dose of strychnine and whiskey. Hicks limped across the finish line in first place, but he was later disqualified. Charles Hefford of South Africa, who came in second, took first place. In contrast to today, when drug usage in sports is rigorously regulated, this wasn't the case back in 1904. Thus, the usage of strychnine was not viewed to be dishonest or cause a disqualification. The use of strychnine in sports was not outlawed until the 1960s. As more and more athletes adopted more conservative uniforms in the early 20th century, the trend for competing in nude waned. With the 1924 Summer Olympics in Paris, France, athletes were compelled to wear garments, as nudity was no longer tolerated. The 1928 Summer Olympics, held in Amsterdam, Netherlands, were the last to include a case of nakedness at the Olympic Games. Andrew Boy Charlton, an Australian swimmer, won the men's 1500-meter freestyle race while undressed. Athletes competing naked may be a thing of the past, but it hasn't stopped some from trying. An increased number of modern athletes are on the opinion that being nude during competition is more liberating and true to their true selves. There may not be any naked events at the Olympic Games, but there are plenty of opportunities to show some skin at events like the World Naked Bike Ride and the Nude Olympics, both of which take place annually. Should you try to play pickleball naked? Naked pickleball is becoming increasingly popular and is here to stay. There are a number of benefits to playing naked pickleball. To start, it's a fantastic method of physical activity. The cardiovascular benefits of pickleball are enhanced by the fact that the game is best played with no clothes on. In addition, playing a game of nude pickleball is a fantastic approach to expanding your social circle. Meeting new people is easy in the laid-back setting of a naked pickleball game, and playing pickleball without clothes is a blast. It's a whole new level of thrilling. Well, what are you waiting for? And I'll be honest, I've not tried it myself. So what do you think about nude pickleball? Tell us in the comments. Also, don't forget to like this video and share with your fellow picklers. Also, if you love pickleball, then make sure to watch the next video on our channel. Thanks for watching. Bye.